Hello friends! What a beautiful day to go back into the treehouse for some fun time together. Today we are going to talk all about cats and kittens. Do you love cats and kittens? We love cats at our house. Here is our cat Rolly when he was just a baby, and here are some pictures of him when he has grown up and is big. Hi, I'm Miss Mo from the Wichita Children's Theater and Dance Center, and today we're going to have a fun time in the treehouse talking all about cats and kittens. We're going to read some fun stories. We're going to make a great craft, and we're going to play a little true or false game. So let's get started. Today we are going to read a story called Kittens' First Full Moon. Meow, meow, meow. Is that what a cat says? It was Kitten's first full moon. When she saw it, she thought, "There's a bowl of milk in the sky," and she wanted it. So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten! Still, there was a little bowl of milk just waiting in the sky. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the top step of the porch. But Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor Kitten! Still, there was that little bowl of milk just waiting. So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, and by the pond. Poor Kitten! Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So she ran to the tallest tree she could find, and she climbed to the top. But Kitten still couldn't reach that bowl of milk, and now she was scared. Poor Kitten! What could she do? Then, in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. What a night! So she raced down the tree and through the grass and to the edge of the pond, and she leaped in with all her might. Poor Kitten! She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. So she went back home. She has to retrace her steps till she's back home. And there was a great big bowl of milk on the porch, just waiting for her. Lucky Kitten. That Kitten thought the full moon was a bowl of milk, and she saw the reflection of the full moon in the pond. We can see reflections in water sometimes. A reflection is like a mirror, and she thought there was a big bowl of milk. But Kitten did not like to get wet. Cats usually do not like water and to get wet. They are not swimmers and they don't like to get into the water. So that did not make her happy when she fell into the water. Let's talk a little bit more about cats. Cats make good pets. There's lots of people who have house cats for pets. Cats and kittens like to play. They are naturally hunters and they like to chase things. So there's lots of different cat toys and things. They like to play with yarn and chase things. Our cats like to follow things. But they also like to climb. They like to climb trees and they like to be up high. So sometimes there's really fun things that are made for cats that they can climb in and explore and lay up high. If you ever heard of a curious cat, cats are curious. They like to get into all kinds of things and see what's happening. Let's read another fun cat story. This is called The Cat Who Wore a Pot on Her Head. There was once a cat named Bendamolina. She lived in a house on Cat Street, where cats and kittens all lived together. Brothers and sisters, cousins and friends were in and out and all about. What a noisy place it was. One day when Bendamolina was playing, she found a shiny pot. She put it on her head. Suddenly, all the noise was gone. She liked the quiet so much, she decided to wear the pot over her ears all the time. The same day, Mother Cat said to Bendamolina and her 9 little brothers and sisters, "I have to take care of a sick friend this afternoon, but oh dear, how am I going to clean the house and cook your supper too?" "Don't worry," said the kittens. "When you come home, supper will be ready and the house all clean. We'll take care of everything." Mrs. Cat took Bendamolina with her to the sick friend's house. "I brought her to run errands," Mrs. Cat told her sick friend, "so I won't have to leave you." Pretty soon, Mrs. Cat wanted something. "Bendamolina, Bendamolina, run home and tell your brothers and sisters that it's time to put the fish on to bake." Bendamolina did not hear what her mother had said. Her ears were still under the pot. Everything she heard was all mixed up. "Did she say to put the smish onto fake? Or to put the bish in the lake?" Bendamolina wondered as she ran home. "Oh, I know. She must have said to put soap in the cake. Mama wants you to put soap in the cake," she told her brothers and sisters. Well, all the kittens wanted to please Mother, so they put soap in the cake. Oh no! Almost as soon as Bendamolina got back to her mother, Mrs. Cat said, "Bendamolina, Bendamolina, I forgot to tell the children to put the soup on to heat. Run home and tell them to put the soup on to heat." Again, Bendamolina didn't hear very well because of the pot. "Put the boop on the beep, mup the moop on the feep." Oh, I know. She must have said to iron the meat. "Mama says to iron the meat," she told the kittens at home. Well, they all wanted to please Mother, so they got out the iron and ironing board and started ironing the meat. All afternoon, Benjamelina ran back and forth telling her brothers and sisters what Mother wanted them to do. Once, Mrs. Cat said, Benjamelina, Benjamelina, run home and tell the children to sweep out the hall. Feep out the ball, meep out the maw, gleep biddy ball. Oh, I know. Mother must have said to hang the chairs on the wall, Benjamelina decided. Mama wants you to hang the chairs on the wall, Benjamelina told the other kittens. The children all wanted to please Mother, so they got out the hammer and nails and hung up the chairs, just like pictures. Soon, all the neighbors gathered to watch. There was so many watching that Benjamelina had to crawl between their legs to get back to her mother. Once again, Benjamelina's mother had a message for the children. Tell them to be sure to leave the key in the lock. Remember, leave the key in the lock. Benjamelina raced home, saying to herself, Gleave the bee in the smock, smick the smee on the sock, sicky wee wubby gawk. Oh, she must have said to sew clothes on the clock. Sew clothes on the clock, Benjamelina told her brothers and sisters, and to please their mother, that is just what they did. Benjamelina again ran back to her mother. Benjamelina, Benjamelina, supper must be nearly ready. Go tell the children to make something to drink, Mother said. Make whiffly sink? Whomp buffalo bink? Oh, she must have said, put a horse in the sink. When Benjamelina told her brothers and sisters what Mother had said, they asked Mr. Horse, who lived down the street, if he would just stand in the sink to please their mother. By this time, animals had come from all over to see for themselves what was happening at Mrs. Cat's house. There were big animals and small animals and in-between size animals. Mrs. Cat was almost ready to leave her sick friend when she said, Benjamelina, Benjamelina, run home and ask one of your brothers to fix my chair. Up in the air, sticky pear, purple hair. By the time Benjamelina got home, she decided her mother had said, ask in a bear. And to please Mother, the kittens asked in a big, friendly bear from the crowd. Just then, Mrs. Cat came home. She saw soap bubbles rising out of the cake, and meat on the ironing board ready to bake. She saw chairs on the walls, a bear in the hall. She saw a clock dressed in pink, and a horse in the sink. And then, under her chin, 10 kittens marched in. What is the meaning of this? Mrs. Cat cried. Surprise! Surprise! Said the kittens. They thought they had pleased their mother. They thought they had done just what she wanted. We all did our very best, they called out. But Benjamelina was still mixed up. Asking the rest, she said to herself. Benjamelina threw open the door. Everybody come in, she said. Mrs. Cat looked at all the neighbors and friends. She looked at Benjamelina's head. Then she looked at her smiling kittens. She just couldn't stay angry. She knew it was all the fault. She knew it was all the fault of the pot. "Everyone can stay for supper," said Mother Cat. But she took the pot off of Bendemelina's head and made 2 holes for ears in it. Then she put it back on Bendemelina. "Bendemelina, Bendemelina, give me a hug," said Mrs. Cat. And did Bendemelina give her mother a bug or a rug? No, she gave her mother just what she wanted. The end. Wasn't that a funny book? Sometimes we have to listen very carefully so we understand what someone is asking from us. And the silly things that she thought of sure were not the same things that Mother Cat was asking for. Do you know that there are big cats too? Cats that don't live in our house. There are some big animals are also cats. Animals like lions and tigers and leopards and cheetahs. These are all big cats. They are dangerous cats. We don't keep these cats in our house. And these cats all have different kinds of spots on their fur. Some of them are very fast and they live in the wild and they have babies just like our cats do. We're going to play a game, and this is a true or false game. So I'm going to just ask you a couple questions, and you can tell me if the answer is true, which means it is right, or if it is not right, you can say false. Okay, so let's try it. True or false? A male cat, a boy cat, is called a joey. So think about it. Is a boy cat called a joey? True or false? Okay, do you have your answer? What do you say? It's false. A boy cat is actually called a tomcat. So if you ever hear anyone talking about a tomcat, that is a cat. That is a boy. Okay, true or false? Cats can see in the dark. Think about it. Do you think that is true or not true? Which is false? Ready? Let me hear you. It's true. Cats can see in the dark. They are nocturnal. They are awake a lot at night, and they can see 6 times better than humans in the dark. Okay, here's a question about a big cat. The tiger is the fastest big cat in the world. Is that true or false? That is false. A cheetah is the fastest cat in the world. It is so fast. Okay, here's another one. True or false? Cats need to take a bath in the bathtub. Is that true or false? You're right. It's false. Cats do not like water. We already talked about that. Cats give themselves baths with their tongue. They lick themselves clean. They have a really rough tongue so they can get all the dirt out of their fur. Okay. True or false? The spots on a jaguar is another big cat. The spots on a jaguar are called rosettes. Are the spots on a jaguar called rosettes? True or false? What do you think? That is actually true. A jaguar has spots and we call them rosettes, which is also another name we call for little roses. Okay, true or false? Cats have long eyelashes. What do you think? True or false? That one is false. Cats usually don't have any eyelashes at all. They have beautiful eyes and they have whiskers on their face, but they don't have eyelashes like we have on our eyes. Okay, last one. Abraham Lincoln, who was one of our presidents, had 4 cats that lived with him in the White House. True or false? What do you think? Do you think Abraham Lincoln had 4 cats? The answer is true. Abraham Lincoln had 4 cats that lived with him in the White House. He really liked cats. Okay, good job. That was a fun game. We're going to talk about an artist today named Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol became a very famous American artist, but he started out drawing lots of pictures of his cats. Andy Warhol had a lot of cats. In fact, he had 25 cats. He and his mother had cats. His mother had a cat named Hester. And Andy thought Hester was lonely, so he brought home a cat named Sam. And Hester and Sam had kittens, a lot of kittens, and every one of those kittens they named Sam. So they had a whole house, an apartment full of kittens named Sam, and then one cat named Hester. And they would give the kittens away to their friends and family, but they sometimes had a lot at one time. So Andy Warhol did lots of pictures of his cats, and he made books out of these pictures, and they are very famous now. Andy Warhol was what we call a pop artist, and he made art out of things that were popular. One of the things that he did paintings of were soup cans. Andy said he ate soup every day for lunch, Campbell's soup, and so he decided when he wanted to figure out something to paint, he was going to paint the things that people knew, and so he painted cans of soup. He was also very famous for taking one picture, like a can of soup, and putting it on a piece of art several times. So you see this picture with lots and lots of cans of soup. So he was called a pop artist because the things that he painted were popular, but he was also an extreme cat lover. Okay, we are going to make today a cat mask. Let me try on my mask for you so you can see. Here's my cat mask. And you can make a cat mask yourself. Down below in the comments, you can print off your own mask. You can print off this style. You can print off one like this that is more, goes over your nose. And there's another one that you can print off as well. Okay, this is Miss Mo in her cat mask saying thanks so much for being here today. I had a great time. That was so fun. I love cats. I hope you like the pictures of my cats that I showed you. We have Rolly in the house, and then we have Rolly's dad, Mr. Rolly, who lives outside, and we have Hazel, who lives outside as well. Her name is actually Hazelnut, but we like to call her Hazel. I hope you have a great day. We miss you at the Wichita Children's Theater and Dance Center, and just are wishing you a wonderful summer. And I hope you have lots of fun doing new things at home, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. We will talk to you soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.